Stipe Miocic is a professional mixed martial artist and a former two-time UFC Heavyweight Champion who currently competes in the heavyweight category for the UFC. He is currently ranked number 2 in the UFC Heavyweight rankings as of August 9th, 2021, and number 12 in the UFC Men's Pound-for-Pound rankings as of March 7th, 2022. Pretty impressive, right? So it's no wonder that other fighters are afraid of going up against the legend Miocic. In today's video, we'll dive into why Miocic's competitors are afraid of him, along with some of his scariest and best moments within the UFC. So, why are fighters really scared of heavyweight UFC fighter Stipe Miocic? Well, he has an insanely impressive track record when it comes to the UFC. After defeating Daniel Cormier by a unanimous decision at UFC 252, Stipe Miocic cemented his place as the best heavyweight in UFC history. After completing the trilogy, Miocic now has 2 wins over Cormier. Stipe has an unrivaled UFC record. 4 previous UFC heavyweight champions have been knocked out by him. At UFC 195, Andrei Arlovski was knocked out in the first round, and Miocic claimed the UFC title by knocking out Fabricio Werdum in the first round at UFC 198 in Brazil. Junior Dos Santos, who had defeated Stipe in their first fight, took on Miocic at UFC 211, but was knocked out in the first round. In their title rematch at UFC 241, champ Daniel Cormier was stopped in the 4th round. Alistair Overeem, the former Strikeforce and Dream Heavyweight Champion, was also TKO'd by Miocic. So you can see he has terrific knockout power and is known to put men on the ground within the early rounds. Additionally, Miocic has a historic championship win streak that is unmatched. No prior UFC heavyweight champion has ever successfully defended the title more than twice until Stipe Miocic. Even legends like Cain Velasquez, Junior Dos Santos, and Randy Couture had not been able to achieve this accomplishment. Miocic defeated Alistair Overeem, Junior Dos Santos, and Francis Ngannou, breaking the long-standing record of 2 defenses. The record stands, cementing the Cleveland fighter's status as the best UFC heavyweight of all time. Next, the only fighter ever to dominate Francis Ngannou. We thought it would only be fitting to mention some of his top fights that give the fighter the GOAT heavyweight status and highlight why other fighters are scared of him. First up is his legendary bout against Francis Ngannou, who everyone believed was the greatest of all time. The MMA world had already crowned Francis Ngannou of Cameroon as the future heavyweight king before Stipe faced him at UFC 220 in Boston. Ngannou was unbeaten in the UFC, having defeated every opponent he faced. During his 6-fight UFC winning streak, he knocked out MMA icon Alistair Overeem, proving that he was a cold-blooded murderer in the ring. The Predator fired tremendous right and left-hand bombs at Miocic in the first round of the bout. It seemed like it was only a matter of time before he was knocked out. Stipe, on the other hand, survived a first-round assault from Ngannou and used his wrestling to repeatedly take the challenger down. Miocic had totally dominated at the end of the 5th round, landing 200 strikes before taking out the victory over the notoriously tough fighter Francis Ngannou. Now we have Miocic versus Werdum in the UFC 198. The second legendary bout on our list went down between Miocic and Werdum. Stipe Miocic's first crack at heavyweight gold came at UFC 198 when he faced then-champion Fabricio Werdum in his native Brazil. Werdum is well known for his high-level BJJ skills and ability to submit opponents. He was the first guy in almost a decade to defeat Fedor Emelianenko, dubbed the Last Emperor. Miocic, who is recognized for his boxing ability and range management, kept the bout standing. With a short right hand and a backward movement, he knocked Werdum out. It was like watching something straight out of a movie. At this exact moment in 2016, the Cleveland-born firefighter tasted UFC gold for the first time. He absolutely hushed the home crowd's pro-Werdum chants. The battle demonstrated Miocic's skill as a boxer and his ability to knock out opponents with such ease. It also signaled the beginning of a new era of UFC heavyweight competition. Stipe Miocic went on to become the division's most dominant champion. Next, Miocic versus Junior Dos Santos 2 in UFC 211. This next bout just continues to highlight the power and fear Miocic has within the heavyweight division. Stipe Miocic was slated to battle former UFC heavyweight champion and famous Cigano Junior Dos Santos in the main event of UFC 211. Miocic was defending his title for the 2nd time in his career. The 2 men had previously fought, with JDS winning by decision in the razor-close fight. It was Miocic's last chance to redeem himself. The firefighter made a solid first impression against Cigano. Even by his prior high standards, it was clear from the opening of the fight that Miocic had improved significantly since their first battle and was a far more dangerous fighter on the feet. Throughout his career, Junior Dos Santos has been known for his incredible footwork, outstanding boxing, and highlight reel knockouts. His 3-fight series with Cain Velasquez is one of the most storied in MMA history. Miocic, a fighter in his own right, started putting pressure on Dos Santos right away and was able to push his opponent up against the fence. Then with a clean right hand, he caught Cigano. It brought the conflict to a close far sooner than many had anticipated. Within 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the bout, Miocic had knocked out his opponent. It was one of Stipe Miocic's best victories, made all the more spectacular by the fact that it came against Junior Dos Santos, who is regarded as one of the best heavyweights of all time. This victory over a previous champion ranks among Stipe Miocic's top 5 victories of all time and truly highlights the power he holds within the ring. Up next, Miocic's rematch against Cormier at UFC 241. Now, we all remember this one. At UFC 226, Stipe Miocic lost his title to light heavyweight champion Daniel Cormier, who knocked him out in the first round. It was a shocking result, especially considering Miocic's rapid demise. He's known for his stamina and toughness, but Cormier caught him with a perfectly timed shot, and the game was over. Miocic was enraged by the defeat and demanded a rematch with Cormier to win his title. After more than a year of waiting, the former champion was finally given his chance to redeem himself at UFC 241 in 2019. Cormier came out strong again in the first round, dictating the exchanges and landing a slam takedown. Round 2 was similar, with Cormier dominating for the majority of the round. Miocic appeared to be out of sorts for no apparent reason, maybe nerves, maybe pressure, but by the conclusion of round 3, he was starting to seem more like himself, and he scored a takedown of his own. In round 4, Miocic began to turn things around. He executed a master game plan and started attacking Cormier's body. After more than 15 body blows, Cormier couldn't take it any longer and was caught by a right hand straight to the temple and was basically finished. Stipe Miocic put on a brilliant performance, demonstrating his extensive experience and fighter IQ. Against a veteran like Cormier, he overcame early difficulties and reacted properly to secure the win. Miocic was overjoyed as he reclaimed his throne and finally got his vengeance. He is also a firefighter when he's not competing in the UFC. Now, not only is Stipe a beast in the ring, but he's also a beast during his day-to-day life. Stipe may never be a champ in the UFC, but he is the first ever hero champ. In his free time, Stipe works as a firefighter and paramedic. Since 2010, he has worked in Oakwood and Valley View, Ohio for emergency services. Pretty impressive, right? Not only is he an amazing, talented UFC fighter, but he also loves to give back and help his community. Not only is he feared in the ring, but he's beloved in his community. Next, his record within the UFC is unmatched. Finally, Miocic has a 20-3 record in his professional career. The UFC fighter's outstanding resume includes a whopping 15 TKO victories, which certainly makes him one of the most feared UFC fighters within the industry. His boxing abilities are exceptional, as he is too fluid for a man of his size, and has knockout power to terminate fights. Over the course of his career, Miocic has landed a total of 24 takedowns. He's also a multiple UFC bonus winner, having won 5 Performance of the Night awards, 3 Five of the Night awards, and 1 Knockout of the Night award. Moreover, during his UFC rule, he has basically defeated every one of his competitors. Perhaps his only blemish on the record is a battle with Cain Velasquez, but you never know what might happen in the future. And there you have it, everything you need to know about Stipe Miocic and why he's one of the most feared heavyweight fighters in the league. Miocic is certainly a one-of-a-kind and has proven that throughout his exceptional career within the UFC. He's taken down some of the biggest and most talented opponents and has achieved things no one else has within the heavyweight division. Make sure to let us know your thoughts down below. Who is your favorite heavyweight fighter? Do you think Stipe Miocic deserves the GOAT title of the heavyweight division? Let us know down below. But if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss any of our new and upcoming content. Thanks for watching.